Morning, Kevin here, and back there is Cynthia, and we are on our first walk together since New Year's Day. And we're now on an area that we've never walked before, but just here to our left hand side is this building, which is Budgenor Lodge, which is now all apartments, but it used to be the old workhouse. And roughly speaking, where I'm standing now is was the old morgue. I don't know any dates or anything about this place. I haven't done any research about this walk at all, but in another video at some point I will find out more details about it. And but the old morgue, when they came to knock it down, still had all the old tools that they used in the morgue. And but yeah, it's been there 1700s, I think, rings a bell. I might be wrong, but anyway, we're walking along the side of the A286 Hazelmere to Midhurst Road, and just halfway up this hill we've got to turn left. We've got our coats, we've got our rucksacks, we've got some food, because it's going to be a slightly longer walk. But the sun's come out and it's really warm, so I think the jackets are going to be coming off very shortly. So we're going to press on up here, and you'll be able to see the public footpath sign just up in front of us. It's about 30 yards away, and that's where we turn left. Well, we're now on this footpath, and as I said just now, it's all new territory for us. Never been along here before, so this is going to be fascinating to see what we can find. Oh, a bit puffy after walking up that hill.
Steeper than you think.
It is. But to our left hand side is looking across towards Midhurst, and in the far distance we've got the South Downs, and the sun is out now and it's just lovely. But as we do our walks around this part of the country, the trees are going to be very much of a muchness. We've got beech trees just here, we've got laurel, we've got holly, we've got oak trees just in front of us, and we're on this little lane going out this way to these properties. We've just gone past a lovely little property just off the main road, but in a lovely position. What I would class as a typical country cottage, which has been built up over the years perhaps a little bit. But that's a better view across the fields there. As I say, the South Downs are way in the distance, and we've got the bird song. And I often mention on my walks about the bird song, and you can hear blackbirds singing away. It's just lovely. And I know one person that will be watching this video at some point is a friend of ours, Andrew Norris, that lives in Croatia, and he loves this part of the country. So whether he's actually ever been this way before, I don't know. But now we're looking for a public footpath sign. We've got one there. So yeah, so we think we have got to go this way. So we're climbing over this stile.
There's always a hill, isn't there?
There's always a hill, and it's right in front of us, and it's a steep hill. So there's a public footpath sign going over the stile. And obviously it's been very muddy here at some point, because somebody has very kindly put wood chip down, which is great. Sounds like a robin tweeting away above us. You can just hear him. So here we go up here, up this path, and we're really looking forward to this. new ground to walk on, and it's just a lovely day already. Cynthia's getting photographs, and I'm sure as she climbs the stile she'll get a photograph of the public footpath sign. And she didn't. Well, we've just crossed. Cynthia's taking photographs. We've just, beyond where the cows are over there, we've just crossed a field, and we're in this field now with all these Frisian cows, which are a dairy herd.
Correct.
Going from my memory of when I was a boy at school with Mr. Rogers teaching us all about rural studies. But we're heading, as I say, this is a public footpath, and we're heading towards those cottages there, and I think we've got to go across another stile, and we head up the field that's in front of us, and then we've got to find a turning to our right, and then we head progressively uphill. Well, we've negotiated, in fact I can't think how many stiles we've negotiated so far in a very short space of time.
5, I think.
5, she says.
Okay.
But we now come onto this track which is leading us gradually uphill, and what we're looking for is to arrive at some point at the old King Edward VII Hospital. We think that's where it's going to end up. We're not sure, but that's all now very, very expensive apartments, because the old hospital building was a listed building, but they have built quite a large private estate up there, and the properties are all, it's in excess of £1 million. Not the sort of properties that I can afford in my wildest dreams, unless I win the lottery, and I dream about that nearly every day. So, blimey, it's puffy. But either side, interestingly, either side of the road, we've got stone walls that run all the way along. I've just showed you the right side, and this is the left side. And along the tops of the banks are the leaves of bluebells. Absolutely lovely. That'd be a lovely sight. Here we have now another footpath sign, one leading straight on, one leading to the left through a sweet chestnut woods. So we've got a choice now.
Oh,
Straight on. Come on, Cynthia, make a choice.
you wanted to go up, didn't you?
Well, I don't mind.
Let's go straight on then.
The choice.
But we've got to go left eventually.
We have to come back.
Well, let's just see what's up.
Okay.
Probably just lead us round. Join us.
Yeah, it could be, yeah. Well, we'll see. Well, we've got to go up that away, but as we came up round the corner, there's an old galvanised tin shed just here. But just here in front of us, there's this massive machine. And this is a machine that they use for clearing logs and timber. And I think I'm right in saying they can grasp the trunk of a tree and they can drag it through, and these cutters here strip the branches off of the tree. It's absolutely massive. Got the huge chains on the back there, but the cab, it can rock side to side. But you can see these pipes here, the hydraulic pipes, and when they extend that out and they pull a log through it, as I say, that's when it strips all the branches off, almost to a smooth trunk. But it's parked underneath a huge beech tree in this little clearing. Cynthia's found some daffodils just down there. So we're going to press on up through the woods. It's a beautiful day. I'm so happy that it's come out like this. It almost makes me want to smile. Well, we've probably walked, I don't know, half a mile, and we've come into an area that is as a sign saying tree felling in progress. We'll get a photograph of that. But the machine I found earlier on, and this is exactly what it does. You can see where the machine wheel marks are up through there, and this is what happens to the trees as it pulls it through the runners, the cutters, strips it right back almost to a flat surface, but you can see it really does destroy the tops of the trees. But the bigger ones there have got less damage on, but as it goes through it's got a saw on it, and as you can see there on the end, it cuts it off into certain lengths. It's an amazing bit of kit. Just seen a little deer disappearing away in the distance there, but we're right in the, just on the edge of this pine forest now, and it's a well walked area. We've seen several people out already walking about, so we've got to press on up the hill. But just where we are now, as I'm walking back towards it, this is all sweet chestnut that was cut probably 6 or 7 years ago, something like that. This is all part of it here, some of it perhaps a bit longer, but you can see this is an old, this tree stump here, this is an old sweet chestnut tree stump, but this is all the new growth that's coming out of it. It's just amazing trees. It's so versatile. Hello, this is Kevin. Thanks very much for watching the video. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, follow, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and that would be great. Thanks very much. Bye-bye. Bye.